Hey, all Chachanator here, and welcome back. This is another deathmatch game, and we can go ahead and see here in blue we have TyRanT Jidba, pretty legendary deathmatch player. I think I read somewhere that he's won every single deathmatch game or tournament. He's won every single deathmatch tournament since 2002. I know he just won the last one and beat out the Viper. It was actually pretty close, and there's some really good games. So I'd recommend you go to Voobly and go ahead and check those out if you get a chance. The Voobly channel, YouTube channel. And over here we can see Praxes here in purple. He's an American player, and he is going for a market first, and he's going to go ahead and crash the market real quick. You can see right now that he's didn't lose a villager, but you can see right now he's already sold a bunch of stuff, and he has a whole bunch of extra gold over Jidba. Looks like neither player gonna lose a villager, so that's good for them. And Jidba, so you can see Jidba only has about 6,000 gold. He's got, I think you get like 5,000 or 4,800 gold or something by crashing the market early on. So it's a nice bit of gold. I think he's now going to try to be really aggressive with that extra gold and see what he can do with it. Both players now coming forward, trying to do what rating they can. Looking at the relic placement, relics look to be in favor of Praxes. He's got like one extra relic, but not a huge difference. These two are literally right in the middle. Extra golds, looks like you got one extra gold here in the corner, one extra gold here, so those are fairly even as well. Alright, Jidba going for, well, let's see, we got 6 stables here for Praxis coming in. Now when you come in with this, you're just trying to kill villagers, so you can see Jidba picking a villager here. This cavalry guy might kill another villager. Looks like another villager going to go down. I think he died. And monasteries are ready for Praxis, so he's going to be trying to pick up those relics nice and early. Getting a good relic advantage, or getting a bunch of relics early can really give you a nice advantage. And I don't know if Jidba lost any villagers. We can see he must have lost a few. 9 villagers, 8 villagers, so it's still pretty even. This main gold for Jidba is really not in a good spot. It's going to be hard to saturate that. Secondary gold, not in bad spots. Probably see a castle come up here on this hill. You got another hill, probably see another castle come up, and it's generally a pretty good idea to put castles on hills. You might see a castle hill here, just to help protect the back of his eco if he expands this way. He may not even expand this way though, because there really isn't anything except the stone, which won't really be a huge deal until later. Lots and lots of archery ranges. It's really important to get those cavalry archers out nice and early. And let's see, probably see 9 archery ranges for Jidba as well. I don't know what the standard is, to be honest. And yeah, looks like 9 archery ranges. So both players going for 9 archery ranges, and I think 6 stables, and looks like 5 barracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So it looks like both players going for the exact same kind of build here. Jidba does have his barracks out earlier, and he has these rams. Jidba being pretty aggressive here. There isn't really any hills between them that I see that are important to take, except maybe this one. Jidba's already taking it with castle and that one, so those will be good things for Jidba to hold. There's already 1 relic being taken. And looks like Jidba will probably get this one since that castle will go up. So Jidba is going to get, I'm going to guess, Jidba is going to get 2 relics and Praxis will get 3. This fight over here, can't really tell which player is winning right now, but Jidba just came with a whole load of reinforcements. We'll probably see less and less paladins now as the game goes on, and these more and more cavalry archers, and at least that's typically what I notice in these deathmatch wars. Paladins just, I think, start to get too expensive. You can see Jidba starting to run low on gold, and Praxis probably running low on gold as well, even though he did crash the market. So yeah, maybe still probably pretty even. Jidba does now have these rams coming in, so those should help quite a bit. And you see Praxis just got those siege workshops up, so that's not good for him. The other thing to notice is Jidba is taking control of the map. So while all this is going on and everything's fighting around over here, Jidba is gone, and he's putting a town center on every single resource, and he's denied the castle coming up here. for Praxes, and he could kill that monk and deny him from getting that relic, but it's pretty close to Praxes' base. Praxes will probably get the relic anyway. These siege rams do a great job of soaking up fire from all these cavalry archers, but I think Jidba's going to have to get out of here. I think it's just too much for him. There's reinforcements now coming in for Jidba, but I think he needs to pull back and wait for his reinforcements. He needs some more siege rams too. And I don't see any siege rams coming forward for him. Nope, nothing coming out yet. And he does have the gold, so let's see, 132 population for Jidba. We got 43 villagers for him and only 42 villagers for Praxes, but Praxes does have 141 pop. He is ahead, but not by much. And so Jidba has less military, but he's got a heck of a lot more villagers. You can see he's now throwing a town center up here by this gold, and I don't think that's going to go up. Yeah, Praxes is watching for it, and I'm pretty sure Praxes got away with that relic. He's somewhere. Yeah, we'll check relics here. Jidba has 2, Praxes has 3, so 2 and 3. Not the biggest difference in the world, so that's not too bad. It's pretty bad when you see one player get 4 and the other player get 1. That means if it's a late game, usually the player with 4 relics will have a pretty big advantage. Jidba already has a treb out here, starting to treb down that castle that was never completed. Looks like Praxes went ahead and canceled that. He's on 30 villagers, and Jidba's on 60 now. But Jidba is getting raided here by these cavalry archers. Gonna have to take care of that. He does have a military here, probably to do that. Alright, and 127 military units here for Praxes, and only 70 for Jidba. So Jidba is kind of falling behind there, but he does have more of an eco going here. I guess these cavalry archers are going to die pretty quickly unless Praxes does something about it. It doesn't look like he's noticed yet. Yeah, looks like all his cavalry archers are going to die. That's kind of a mistake there. Jidba could lose his castle here on the front, although it might kill this ram. So he may be fine there. And you know, his cavalry archer is going to have a hard time taking down that castle just by themselves, and that ram should go down. Cavalry archers now coming in, and there you go. But there come 2 more rams, so that castle's going to be in a bit of trouble. Jidba is still coming forward, trying to get this extra gold. So Jidba's on both extra gold, so he's going to be just fine there. So that's good for him. Rams coming forward for Jidba. Lots of cavalry archers here. Military now, 81 for Jidba and 110 for Praxes. Praxes is now out of gold, and Jidba has plenty of gold, so you can see that eco really starting to help. 175 pop for Jidba, Praxes on 166. So Jidba does have the population lead. He just doesn't have the military lead. So we'll see how this goes. Jidba, does he already have farms up and everything? No, he doesn't even have any farms up. I don't know how he still has so much. Oh, that's right. He's got more food because he didn't crash the market. Okay. Makes sense. Let's see, Praxes already throwing some farms up. Jidba doing some raiding here, keeping him off gold even longer. And he's starting to saturate this gold back here pretty well. Gonna come in and do some raiding. And he did lose this whole little forward front here. That's going to leave this gold pretty vulnerable, so he'll have to make sure he protects that pretty well. Raiding coming in the back, going to stall his eco even longer, and you really don't want that in deathmatch. Castle coming up here just to help protect this gold a whole lot better, and yeah, Jidba does look like he still has a pretty good amount of map control, although he has kind of yielded a good chunk of it over here to this flank fight here. But now you can see the military population. We see 95 for Jidba and 100 for 110 for Praxes, so not as big of a lead anymore. Praxes 102 population, Jidba at 194. So probably going to see a big fight coming in here in a little bit. Looks like Jidba is kind of just camping here, kind of waiting for something to happen, and Praxes is bringing all these rams back for something. Oh, he looks like he's gonna go push a fight over here. He probably wants that extra gold. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a big push over here for that. Jidba kind of just idling here, not really doing anything. Was raiding with these paladins and being forced off. A few Tarkans here, not gonna do too much. And it's kind of weird for nothing to be going on in a deathmatch. Moving forward to grab that stone, grab whatever extra resources you can. Checking out our villagers, and I'm surprised to still we don't see any farms up for Jidba yet. And sending a whole mob of villagers forward. He really wants to build a mining camp. Maybe he's going to build some forts here. He's got a castle, get some trebs out, take out that castle coming through the back. But you can see Praxes is aimed right towards this castle, and looks like Jidba knows it, and Jidba's coming to intercept him. This treb, I was going to say will go down if it keeps deploying, but looks like he'll get it out of there. The only thing is, though, is Jidba has no rams over here, so that's going to be... I don't think that'll be a good fight for him. He's got one ram, one siege workshop. I think he's going to need more than that. You can see these rams are taking up a ton of these cavalry archers, taking a lot of their fire. And Jidba just has the one ram. Actually, rams are really good at killing each other, so... best way to kill a ram is with another ram. Jidba is going to try to grab as much of that stone as he can while he can. He did get another castle up here, and he is sending his rams forward to try to take out that castle. I think he's trying to be sneaky there. I don't think this castle will go down. Looks like Jidba has enough to defend it for now. And Praxes, I don't know why he pulled all those cavalry archers back. I think he probably could have pushed this down if he would have kept pushing here. Push this down. I think he probably could have taken this down, and he needs to get Jidba off this gold, I think. But you can see Jidba 5,000 gold now. Praxes at the limit on all his resources. He's out of food, he's out of wood, he's got a little bit of gold, and Jidba has tons of resources and everything. Although Jidba is starting to fall back on population again. He's about 10 military behind, and both of them are almost at exactly 100 villagers. Castle going up for Jidba in kind of an odd location, in range of this other castle. Needs to get some siege out to try to help take that down. Man, I'm losing my voice. Another castle coming up for Jidba. Jidba's going to have a whole lot of extra stone. He's mining, I think he's gotten all the extra stone actually, so he's going to have the ability to build more castles. In fact, that is a pretty ambitious castle. If he's able to get that up, he's going to force Praxes off one of his main golds. Wow, if he does that, that is Praxes' secondary gold, so that would be a big win for him. And it looks like Jidba is going to be focusing most of his energy there. And I'm surprised Praxes completely left this alone. I would think that he would at least protect it by a little bit, and I think Jidba has... I don't know, man. It's a tough call to say if Jidba is going to be able to take this or not. He does have a few trebs. He's losing quite a number of cavalry archers. I don't think this castle will go up at all. Too many trebs hitting it now. Yeah, we got 2 trebs, and yeah, the castle's not going to go up. Jidba is pop capped again. He's got plenty of resources, and actually this castle here, oh, he's repairing it now. I was gonna say if he doesn't start repairing it, Praxes is gonna lose that castle. Wow, these villagers completely got away with that. I'm surprised Praxes didn't even go to check that. And it looks like this castle could go down. Looks like a 3rd trebuchet now coming out for Jidba. He's just keeping his rams back here for the time being. I guess there's no point to just waste them and go die. These paladins are going to get taken out pretty quickly by these... they're taking a lot of damage, but they're going to get taken out by these massive amount of cavalry archers. I think more rams would be good for Praxes, but you can see more paladins. And also in the late game, once you start getting more gold, you can see that halberdier are not as important anymore. You don't see any player making halberdier, they're just going straight up for cavalry archers to paladins. Later in the game, it'll eventually go back to a trash war if this doesn't become that long of a game. This is where all the action's going on right now. There's really nothing else going on. Praxes is off gold, that's kind of the main thing here. And you can see he's only got 1,000 in the bank. He's kind of low on food, and he's starting to get his wood back up. He's actually starting to transition back into making halberdier, which is probably not a good sign. Jidba managed to keep all his trubs alive, but he did lose another castle. So he technically lost 2 castles on that. One was never actually finished yet. Praxes is off gold. His main gold is out. Praxes is not mining gold currently, so that's not going to be good. He's going to run out gold really quick, which is probably why he's making a halberdier right now. Jidba still, he did finish out both extra golds just about, and that's a good extra amount of gold. And as long as he keeps Praxes off of this gold, he should have this game in the bag, in my opinion. And let's see how it goes. Jidba still has plenty of resources in the bank to keep this fight going. I feel like he could probably make military buildings a lot closer, send some villagers forward so that he could be able to reinforce a lot faster. As of now, his military units are all still coming from the beginning, and Jidba always does this. He leaves his gathering points right outside his creation zone, so he just sends them in waves. Lots of idle villagers. It's obviously not where he's focusing, and this is interesting. Another ambitious castle drop from Jidba. There you go, making some military buildings on the front, going for some halberdier. You can tell he's becoming a little bit more gold conscious as well. Now it's going to be trying to keep your gold units alive. So keeping these cavalry archers alive is going to be a big deal. Siege is going to be a big deal. I was going to say maybe we'll see a whole lot less siege rams now. And I'm surprised he's just sending those siege rams in there. Losing another castle here on the front, 2 trebs, and it looks like some rams. Jidba kind of lose these rams for nothing here on the front. And oh, raiding. Looks like some paladins coming in to raid in the back. Praxes is a little low on food. Keep in mind that Praxes does have an extra relic. It's 3 relics to 2. So he's going to have a tiny bit of extra gold. These 3 trebuchets from Jidba are going to be really important to keep alive. Praxes is completely out of gold. He can now mine this again, so that's good for him. And Jidba has about, looks like 700 gold in the bank. And lots of wood and some food. So he should be fine on there. Might see him start making some hussars here in a bit. No, still making paladins at the moment. He's still pop capped right now. Paladins in the back doing some more raiding, causing some more idle time, and these halberdier will clean them up unless Jidba sees it. And no, I think those paladins are dead. Cavalry archers still sitting here fighting. Siege rams, there you go, another siege ram for Jidba, so that's good for him. He should probably go kill that siege ram with it. But he's sending it straight for this castle. Jidba wants to keep Praxes off this gold, it appears. At least that would be my idea anyway. And I think this castle is going to go down unless Praxes has a way of taking out those 3 trebs, or he's going to start repairing that castle. Does Praxes have the stone? He's got 306 stone, so he can repair it for a while, but he is mining quite a bit. These cavalry archers, although, yeah, these cavalry archers are going to shoot those villagers if they start repairing it, so it's going to be a little tough for him to repair that. He's going to lose his castle, and he's also going to be off gold again. So there you go, Praxes half gold. He's fallen now to 136 population. He's running out of food. His wood's alright. And there's a mining camp from Jidba. He's just going to come over here and be like, yeah, I'm going to take you off your gold and I'm going to mine it. Going to move these trebs forward, start hitting this next castle. Jidba is low on gold as well, but he's going to start mining Praxes. and that's not good for Praxes at all. Jidba is losing a lot of cavalry archers here for not much of anything, but he is keeping Praxes from getting his pop-up. You can see Jidba on starting to go back into making halberdier again. He's on 189 pop, and yeah, Praxes has fallen all the way to 101, so almost double the pop now. Not looking good for Praxes. More raiding coming in, just three paladins. Gonna lose this next castle now, so keeping these cavalry archers, he's preventing these villagers coming in and repairing it. He has 3 trebs here, he has ramps coming in. Losing his next castle, now his base is wide open. These ramps are gonna have a field day just knocking down military buildings, so you really don't want to be losing your production. And Jidba is also sitting in the production, so every unit that's created is just going to die. And there's the GG from Praxes. Looks like Jidba's this final push from Jidba was just too much, and Praxes just wasn't able to get the gold. And I think letting Jidba get these extra golds kind of did him in. Let's go ahead and check out the achievements. Military stats. You can see Jidba had the largest army, and his KDR was also quite better. A lot of that was probably at the end when Jidba was making mostly gold units and Praxes was still making, or started being forced to make trash. And you see Jidba had a good, looks like 3,000 extra gold collected, and he had almost twice as much stone, and he had a lot more wood, not as much food. Technology, oh, that doesn't matter. Society, both actually pretty much the same, but we saw Jidba got to that point a whole lot faster, and you can see what difference one relic made. It was only, it looks like about 650 difference here, but obviously had the game gone on longer, it would have been a bigger difference. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all next time.